So this is my first video that I'm uploading to YouTube that doesn't involve me singing bad pop songs when I was 15. Um, I mostly want to vlog about my journeys as a fledgling vegan, especially since I'm Australian and it's really hard to find products here at the moment because it's still in its developing stages of it becoming mainstream in culture. So it's hard to find, alternatives for cooking and baking and things. It's not hard to find food. I mean, obviously you can just eat like beans and vegetables and you'll be fine. But that's not very interesting and, vegan eating is supposed to be rather interesting. So on that note, sidetracking a bit, the first thing I want to talk about is hair dye, actually, because obviously I have turquoise hair. That's pretty cool. And I've tried two different brands and I just want to talk about them because one there's not a lot of videos about and the other is really popular, but a lot of people who are in Australia choose not to buy it because they have to buy it on eBay. So I've had blue hair for about 7-8 weeks now, which doesn't make me an expert, I know that, but I did a lot of different things to get to where I am now. So first thing I did was when I had natural brown hair, sort of like a light brown colour, I put crazy colour peacock blue over it, and that made it like a dark blue green, and that was great. I really liked that. It washed out quickly, but it was on natural hair. I expected that, and I sort of wanted it to. I just wanted to know if I liked it, which I did. So I decided to make it a little bit more permanent and lighten my hair. At a salon, mind you, I really don't trust the concept of buying bleach kits and bleaching your own hair, especially if you've dyed it before. Like, you're not a professional. Bleach can burn hair and cut it and make it fall out of your head. I was convinced not to do it by watching a video of girls in a beauty school who burnt the hair off a mannequin, and I was like, no, that's not going to happen to my head. So I decided not to do that, obviously. So I had my hair lightened and I made it like a dark yellowy orange blonde. I didn't put a toner through it because I wanted it to be greener, so I figured with the yellow from the bad blonde dye job that the salon did for me, that with the blue and the yellow it would make a greener colour, which it did, which was good. And I used peacock blue on that as well. It's covered in hair dye. Yeah. And that was great for about 4 days. I went in the sun a lot. I'd only washed it maybe once or twice, and it started to go like a mouldy green colour, like here. But then when you'd lift it, it would still be like nice and blue underneath, which is kind of what's happening here, but not as extreme. Eventually, I had it for a fortnight. I washed it 4 times, and my hair was like green and gold sea monster coloured, which was terrible. But that's okay, because in the meantime, I had ordered some of the hair dye which has been recommended, especially by English YouTube users online that have similar hair colours to mine, which is Lariche Directions, and that looks a bit like this. And I bought turquoise because I want to have turquoise hair, and that seemed like a good idea at the time. I also brought a tint brush because you can save dye by using a tint brush. This is a Directions one. You could probably get better ones, but it was like, buy 2 tubs of hair dye, get a brush for $2, and I was like, yeah, cool, why not? I really want to get like dyeing tubs too, but that's totally irrelevant. Anyway, so I've had Lariche in my hair now for like 5 days, which doesn't sound like very long, but like, as you can see, it's still really blue underneath as well. It's sort of a little bit green, but I think that's mostly to do with the blonde that I have underneath. I I'm impressed with this because I've washed it twice with shampoo. And I've also gone swimming in chlorine in direct sunlight for a whole day in the Australian summer, and it still looks blue, which is pretty impressive. Another thing to keep in mind that I found with hair dyes is they bleed or run or dye your hands crazy colours for a week afterwards. If I did this with my hands, my fingers would go blue, and my nail polish, I had like yellow on, it went green. It was terrible. It went off on my pillow when I first washed it out. When I dyed it, my face and my back and my chest were blue, and I was about to go out for New Year's and I was not impressed. And it was very hard to get off. I didn't have that problem with directions at all. The first day I dyed it, didn't have a problem, didn't run, didn't come off my hands. So I really like it. I'm definitely going to keep using it. I have this tub and about a third of the one that I use to dye my hair presently. I say if you have long hair, you should probably get two. It's probably true. It will last longer on white hair. I've read reviews that say it's harder to get out of your hair than it is to keep it in. That didn't make any sense, but it's hard to get out of your hair. So if you like changing your hair color a lot, maybe don't use turquoise, or dilute it with conditioner if you want it to come out easier, or use clarifying / anti-dandruff shampoo because that makes it come out easier. So yeah, if you have any questions, not that anyone will really watch this, but if you do, that's cool too. I'm Katie from Adelaide, and hopefully I will blog about vegan things and hair more in the future. Also, Directions Dye is vegan. Amazing. Right. Have a good day.